Well, hello guys. Hi. How are you guys? I personally am doing great. Now, welcome back to another video this week. And I know I said a couple surprises might be coming this week. So, today's video is a story time on how I met Daniel Seavey. Guys, you heard that. You heard that. That is right. I met Daniel Seavey. Oh my god. So I went to his concert, and let me tell you, the Second Wind tour, I'm wearing my Second Wind hoodie, yep, was amazing. The show itself was incredible. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys, and we're gonna go through what happened and my experience at the concert. Let's go. By the way, just to let you guys know, I will be putting videos and everything in this actual video and photos, so you guys can kind of get a visual of what was going on. So first off, here we got a picture of me. This is what I was looking like for the concert. I'll kind of show you more of the outfit in a little bit, but I, did a little bit of chill makeup. I had my little red sweater shirt vest thing going on there, a white shirt underneath, and then I had these kind of like Troye Sivan's, this is really funny. This is going to be a really funny connection, but kind of like the pants that he was wearing in the SNL skit, or no, that Timothée Chalamet was wearing in the SNL skit when he was in the hospital room and the person was imagining Troye Sivan. I kind of wore similar pants, so that was the pants situation going on, if you were wondering. But this was at 2:19, so we were kind of leaving the house at that time. And so we left, and then we got to Chicago at about 3:44. Traffic was, traffic's traffic. And so this is me once I got my little VIP ticket or VIP little lanyard, and I was gonna show you guys it here. This is so cute. Oh, this is so iconic that he made it like a little cello, and it's so funny that I have two now. Like, I have this Daniel Seavey one, and then I have a Jonah one from when I met Jonah, and it's just so cute that he just is so iconic. Daniel Seavey is so iconic for making it a little cello, because he plays his cello live in the concert, so it's super cool. I love that. My mom and I, we sadly got a little separated just because she had a GA and I was VIP to meet Daniel Seavey. So it was like that. It ended up being like that just because we didn't want to pay that much money for that extra ticket for VIP. And so, we got separated. But this is me. I kind of I went through the door, like the entrance at like 5, at 5, so that was when VIP was starting to go in, and they had told us where I'm standing in this photo. I'm standing like on a pair of stairs, and so they told us to make a line up the stairs, and then they were kind of sectioning us off in groups, and each group would go into another line that was actually inside of the venue, which I have a photo of me waiting once I was kind of like at the door. Here's a photo of the door and kind of a little glimpse to what the inside looks like. It's not too much, but here's this photo. And then we have this photo where I'm just showing off my shoes, and I'm showing off my pants. There you guys kind of see a little bit of the pants and my little VIP lanyard. Then this is a video of me on the inside line, kind of inside of the venue, and then just waiting to get to this last part of the video that is the backdrop for where you take the photos with Daniel Seavey. And so I made friends with a couple of the girls in the line, so they took a couple photos for me. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. Shout out to y'all. This is kind of us in the line, kind of looping around till we get to the actual end of it where we meet Daniel Seavey. And here are a couple stage photos that I got from that side view. Then the moment happened, guys. Then the moment happened. So here is a screen recording of me meeting Daniel Seavey. It is crazy. This guy that took my phone is Daniel Seavey's brother, and he then hands it to the actual photographer guy. And so in this interaction, Daniel Seavey was telling me, he literally said, this is verbatim, why are we low-key matching? As soon as he saw me, he was like, hi, how are you? Oh my God, why are we low-key matching? And so I like agreed with him, you know, we talked about it. I was like, yeah, why are we low-key matching? What? And then I was telling him about how he kissed my mom on the cheek in January, and he was just giggling and laughing, and he was telling me that thank you so much for coming to the show and thank you so much for supporting him. And he was honestly the best. He smelled great. He was super tall. It was so funny because in my head I was thinking, oh my God, like he's actually really tall. Like I can't even play. Like he's like, if you know me, and shout out to you, Paulo. I love you. He's one of my close friends. I love him so much. I have to look like fully like move my head up to look at him because Paulo's so tall. He's brothers with one of my best friends. And so it was literally like doing the same thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, Daniel's actually really tall, what the frick? And so it was pretty funny. And this is the actual photo of me and him when I met him. So cute. Oh my God, I was so happy. And in the video I like keep rewatching the screen recording of when I got the photo taken, and he kind of does like a little scratch on my shoulder, and I was like, ah! But after that, after me getting my photo taken with Daniel, I found some friends that I've made throughout concerts and going to see Daniel and the boys and Jonah on tour, and they actually saved me a spot at the barricade, which was really super nice of them. This is kind of a view of where I was at on the barricade. I was more to the side, but I did get a great view. Let's talk about openers. So the two openers that opened for Daniel Seavey were Kyle Kelly, I'll put his socials there, and then Somber, which I'll put their socials there. They were really good, amazing sets. One thing that I did notice without like judging them or anything, because this can happen to anyone, this can happen to any artist, is actually all three of them, both openers and Daniel Seavey, had a couple technical malfunctions, but you know what? They are troopers, they are goats, they like worked through it, and the show was still amazing. So I didn't know if it was part of the show, like a bit, like a, oh guys, you know, there's technical issues, we got to do like an acoustic version, like you know, but if it was, they played it off great. If it wasn't, you know, they still played it off great. It was amazing. I genuinely loved it. Here, I'll put a couple photos just because I want to get to the main event, which was Daniel Seavey. I don't know if you guys know these openers too much. I personally know that Somber has a couple songs blowing up. One's called Back to Friends. It's blowing up on TikTok, and also Undressed. I really liked listening to those live. I didn't really know about the openers till I got there, but you know, they did their part of the show, and they did really well, and I really enjoyed it. So I just kind of lived in the moment, and I didn't take too many videos of them. I took a couple, but I lived in the moment. I kind of listened and digested the music, and then eventually when I got home and the next day, I kind of looked into them a little bit more, and I'm definitely going to be following both of them because I really like their music style, and I really like the way they performed. It was really fun, and even Somber was pretty funny because the singer, the main singer, I believe so, his name's actually Somber, he jumped on one of his bandmates, and then like they both fell, and it was pretty funny. Everyone was laughing in the venue, and I thought the openers were really good, really talented, amazing. And Kyle, he was so cute, he was so sweet, he seemed like really genuinely funny and like down to earth, even from the stage. He seemed very kind. I don't know, he just spectacular, both of them amazing. And then we got to our main event, Daniel James Seavey. Amazing. Honestly, this was amazing. I'll put a couple videos now so you guys can see the vibe of the show. Now, one of the things that I really enjoy from Daniel Seavey's shows is that he does a little segment in each show. And each segment is about a looper. A looper. Now, if you don't know what a looper is, it is essentially a machine or a device. I don't really know what to call it, a machine or a device, but it basically loops what you're doing. So, if I'm like singing and I want to keep that note or rhythm or word throughout my song, I will just do it and then kind of press the looper and it'll just keep going while I layer more things on top of it. And so many artists have used this. It's awesome. It's like such a cool thing to do live, especially like Daniel Seavey does. And like Ariana Grande's done it. Like I think Billie Eilish has done this before. I'm not quite sure on that, but I know Ariana Grande has something similar that she does. She stacks her vocals, like for her positions vocals for a live performance with Vivo. She did that. She did it for her short film, Brighter Days. She did it in there. It's super cool that artists are doing this, and I really enjoy seeing this, especially like Daniel Seavey doing it live. It was honestly incredible. He decided to loop 2 songs for us, so Chicago was pretty lucky in that sense. So he looped and kind of performed live Sweet Caroline and also Fix You by Coldplay, and it was honestly amazing. But it's so cool to see him. He has his live, he has his cello, he has his bass, he has his guitar, he has his acoustic guitar, he has his keyboard, he has his proper vocals, his drums. It's amazing to see him build all of this live. And it's super cool to see Daniel just continue with things like this. He did this at his Dancing in the Dark tour, and it was just amazing to see him create music live, like actually make the song happen live with his cello and his instruments and like his voice and everything. It was so cool, and he just dominates the stage all the time. He dominates it. He knows how to like treat his audience. He knows how to interact with them. It's so good, so good. And I'll put a couple photos because I know that some of my friends were interested in knowing what I do with my camera. If you guys want to know what I do with my camera for concerts, please comment down below and I can maybe explain it in a comment for you guys to know. And well guys, this is the last photo that I can show you guys. This was me at the end of the night, the end of the show. It was such an amazing show, and honestly I was just like stunned the whole drive home. I was so happy that I got to meet Daniel Seavey. It was so amazing. I do really wish that I had a little bit more time, but you know what? There's always a next time, or you know, coincidence happen, and I even put it on my Instagram post. I was like, maybe we can collab someday, you know? I never know what can happen in the future, so I'm just lucky and very happy that I got to meet him at the concert. It was honestly amazing. And fun fact, now that we're talking a little bit of the after, literally the next day I woke up and I, was getting ready for school because I still had to go to school. And let me tell you, I went insane. The morning after, I went insane. I literally went crazy because I have a secret account. It's basically my burner account. I honestly just post concert stuff if I want to get to the artist or like kind of at them and be like, oh, this was my experience, so they can put it on their social media or like on the hashtags, so I can have at least one post on the hashtags that people make for tours and their artist tours, things like that. And I didn't expect this, but my account, if you guys want to look it up, it's secret. I'm Shelly R Music, so basically my normal one, but it's public, and I posted my experience at the concert. I just wrote a little paragraph thanking Daniel for all that he's done and for being so talented, amazing. And guess who liked the post? Daniel freaking Seavey. Daniel freaking Seavey posted or liked my post, which is insane because it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. It's insane. And so I was so happy, and I like was screaming the next morning because I was going through so many emotions. I was going through like post-concert depression and also like happiness because I literally opened my phone as soon as I woke up and my wallpaper was different. It was literally the photo of me meeting Daniel Seavey, and like everything was going through my mind. Like the night before at the concert, I had immediately changed my photo and I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm like betraying Jonah because I'm changing my photo to the Daniel one. But you know what? I think I've told a couple people, but I feel like I'm collecting them like infinity stones. It's so funny. I feel like I'm collecting the boys' photos with me like infinity stones. So hopefully I get to meet Corbin, Jack, and Zach because they're the only ones that I have left because I met Jonah and Daniel now officially. Daniel, Seavey, and Why Don't We have been those type of role models that can save someone's life, and they did it multiple times for me. So I'm very happy and I'm very thankful that I got to meet Daniel. But yes, guys, this is the end of the video. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching and for letting me share my experience of meeting Daniel Seavey with you guys. And definitely be prepared for next week's video. It's probably gonna be super fun or super awesome or whatever. I still am trying to think of what I'm gonna do because this video was just like so big that I couldn't even think of preparing for weeks upcoming, which I usually do. But I'm so thankful for you guys, and I'm so thankful for being able to meet Daniel Seavey, and I love you guys so much, and have a great week. Bye. I love you guys.